And oh, this one's, well, yep, there's a little charm, so that's pretty cool. Look at that, guys. A little charm from the little charm. It matches the little picture there, the charm. I guess it shows on the box. I don't know if each box has a different charm or you get the same one. All right, guys, so I've been having a lot of fun with the Chromatic. You know, we dropped our review and unboxing of this, and now today we're going to take a look at this game that we received with it, this Tales of Monsterland DX. And so we're going to dive into this, go and unbox the game itself, talk a little bit about it, and give our initial impressions of the game. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss an episode of our content. Also, thank you for all the comments. Keep them coming. I love interacting in our community. And first, I want to talk about the price of the Chromatic. So I want to give a little bit of an insight as to why I think that the price is in the market. Is it expensive and premium? Sure, but I think it's in a fair market position. So let's take a look at the Boxy Pixel. So as you can see here, this is a Game Boy Color that has been modified using the Boxy Pixel shell. So it has a metallic shell. It's not magnesium, but it is a premium aluminum shell. It also has an upgraded IPS screen and a battery mod. And for $250, this is the asking price. And this is, as far as I can tell, this is the cheapest Boxy Pixel I could find. Here's one for $270. Now this is an advanced Boxy Pixel, so of course you're getting more functionality if you go to the advanced. But as far as Game Boy Color goes, there's not a lot of options. So again, Mod Retro's Chromatic is viewed as very expensive, but when you take into account trying to get something of a similar form factor, you're gonna pay the money. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of show that and show you guys kind of what the market's saying right now, because yes, $199 is a lot of money, very much so. But the Chromatic it's beautiful, man. It's just a beautiful, well-made device. They have an ecosystem that they're just now starting out growing. The games that they're supporting and launching, the little games come with charms. There's just such potential here that I hope the market will embrace this and bring us to a point to where this is accepted by more people. So today I wanted to get into some of the games, and so we're going to take a look at the game Tales from Monsterland. So let's go. Man, so these packages are really nice. I mean, they did a good job on this, and man, Deadheads, I miss physical media. I mean, it's just something about it. Now, you know, I'm old school and I love digital, don't get me wrong, but I just really like this. I like that they're doing this, and whether you love or hate Mod Retro, this is a good thing. I wish Analog, if you're listening, Analog, you need to support developers. Make some cartridges that work on the Analog Pocket. Let's get a whole industry going. Game Boy Advance is still one of my favorite systems, and new games on that would be amazing, especially with some of the newer technology. So again, this is really cool. But this box is very nice. It's got some nice little, the Chromatic logo here is stamped with the silver there imprint. Tales of Monsterland DX, Joel L. Games. So we do have a nice on the back here. Now, one thing I didn't realize when I ordered this, they come with charms. So little charms. So on my Mod Retro, on my Chromatic, I actually used this for a lanyard to hold it, which I think looks nice. But apparently you can put charms in there. And so there is two sides, so I may put a charm on the other side. So that's kind of a nice little neat touch that I didn't realize when I first got the Mod Retro, the Chromatic. And so yeah, let's get this open and see how does this open, because I've never opened one of these, so first time. So it opens from the top, okay, sort of like the Japanese type boxes. And let's see if it's gonna slide out here. There she is. And a manual. And what is in here? A charm. Or is that it? That's it. So nothing else in the box. So let's take a look at the manual real quick. And again, just with the theme, just really well done color manual. Now remember, it was made in the chromatic was made in Mexico, but this is printed in China, so that's kind of interesting here. Carefully assess this product from its means exact standards, you know, official red rubber. So look, nice little artwork here. I used to love, one of the things I used to love about getting games and CDs and records and all that kind of stuff was opening some of this stuff to go with it. When the title screen appears, press start and select new story, or continue if you have a save game to resume and press. So it does support save games, good. So here's your controls: interact, move, dash back, inventory, abilities, load, save, good, attack, interact, jump dialogue next. So really excited to get this game up and running and try it out. Magic potions, heart, pages, magic rings, forms. This is my favorite kind of game, adventure game. So let's read right here. I've had a Game Boy and collected games for it since the early 90s, falling in love with distinctive pea soup screen on long family holiday card journeys where I could complete Kirby in one sitting. Tales of Monsterland was the first game I developed. I set out to create a small, interconnected world that I enjoy spending time influenced by the Master System's Wonder Boy series. Guys, I like Wonder Boy. And with, I hope, some charm I found in Game Boy Kirby. So I jumped the chance to release the game in Christmas 23 when the knowledge I gained while working on my second game, Fall from Space, and here's for tooling. Thank you so much for the support, Joel. Joel Games UK. So thanks to Joel in the UK. I'm excited again. I want to see Mod Retro continue to push this analog. Let's hop in the game. And oh, this one's, well, yep, there's a little charm. So that's pretty cool. Look at that, guys. A little charm from the little charm that matches the little picture there. The charm, I guess it shows on the box. I don't know if each box has a different charm or you get the same one. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, cool little charm, a cool little thing to do. And I like this one is see-through transparent. You know, the Tetris one is black, but Mod Retro. So again, this looks just harkens back to the old days of the physical media. So this is pretty cool. So we're going to get this thing loaded in and we're going to take it for a spin. And oh, I just love that, guys. I love that sound. Let's boot it up and see what happens. Music by Incognito. Joel J Games. Alright guys, well that's pretty good. Well, I'm going to dig into this and play a little bit and then come back and we'll film some more. Okay, so what do we think about Tales of Monsterland? First, you know, it is an homage to games like Kirby and Monsterland, Wonder Boy. Back in the day, I remember playing Wonder Boy, and this game has a lot of stuff to it. So it has a lot of different environments, and as you can see here, not playing very well, but it has a lot of different environments where you can activate in. It's got water, sky, sun, earth, moon, planets, and a good variety of it. And that makes an adventure a very good thing. I think in order for a game to be adventurous, it certainly needs to have a certain amount of ability to go to different places and explore. The mechanics of this can be a little frustrating. It is not a simple game. You can see here as I jump through the clouds that from time to time I did have a little trouble here on the platforming aspects of it with the buttons, but I chalk that up to just this being that typical sort of 1990s type game where it is attempting to just really challenge your reflexes and make sure that, you know, you're not getting away with something too easy. That being said, It has some pretty impressive graphics for a Game Boy Color game. Now, this is a game that has been made in 2024, and it's still using the limitations of the Game Boy Color. But you can see here it has nice, vibrant colors that really pop and stand out. There's also a lot of saturation, and you can adjust the settings here as we've shown in our Mod Retro videos before. Mechanically, this is an action platformer with a little bit of RPG and adventure in it. So it's really nice that you can do things like collect different forms. The little boy can turn into a wolf, for example, or a mermaid, so you can go into aquatic levels. Now, you do get a certain limited amount of continues, but it does have a slave slot, which is better than what we got back in the 90s when we first started playing games like Tales of Monsterland. So look forward to a bit of frustration in this game as you do play through, but that's the charm of playing something that harkens back to the days when you did have a lot of challenges. So expect to start over a lot, use your slave slots, and change your forms as you go through different environments to play this. As far as the game itself goes, it's not super long, although I did enjoy playing through the game and seeing the different environments put into it. I'm not sure if there were multiple people that built this game because it does say Joel J. Games, so I'm not sure if it's a single creator or not. But as you can see me flying through the clouds here again, I want to encourage more development of independent games and games like this. And I have to say that although I had a lot of frustration and I had to start over quite a bit, I did enjoy playing this game. Now, let's talk about some of the things that I didn't like about it. So, for one, again, the mechanics of it, the platforming aspect of it is a little too frustrating. So, this is not a game for the timid. It certainly is going to challenge your reflexes here, and having the different physical effects between the different forms you can go into certainly will play a part in this as you navigate through it. I really especially enjoyed the action part of it, but again, swinging the sword is limited to certain forms, and so you can have attacks with some forms and not others, but those forms can't all go into the same environments. For instance, you can only go into the water with the mermaid. So it does sort of limit that aspect overall. Overall, this also has a really charming story as far as like RPG elements, leveling up, gaining new items, and talking to people. It's really well written. So kudos to the team or whoever wrote this. It's really charming little game because it's really, really interesting and something that I found to be quite enjoyable as I played through it. Overall, I'm going to say this is a really well done game. I like it a lot, and I do think that this is a good launch title to showcase what new games can be done on this system. So, no deadheads, what do you think? Does this look like something you'd want to play or not? Let me know in the comments. And so that's it, deadheads. Our look at Tales of Monsterland. So, again, I'm going to try to obtain more of the launch games and try to give some more insight and overviews of these games and what I think about them. I think this is a good game. If you're going to pick up a launch title, this one I think is worth investing in. And so I hope that this developer continues to make more games, and so do more developers as time goes on, because this is the magic of gaming. While the handheld gives us the access, the handheld is nothing without great software. And so, again, I really enjoyed this game. Tales of Monsterland harkens back to a mix of Kirby from the NES and Wonder Boy from the Sega and Sega Master Systems, and I think you should give it a shot. Anyways, remember to hug your loved ones and love your hugged ones because tomorrow's never promised, deadheads. We'll see you next time, deadheads. Dead Fred out.